Greetings in the light and love of our infinite Creator. We enjoy the moments we share with all of you. Thank you for this transmission. We speak to you now not to replace one belief system with another, but to illuminate what has long been obscured. We speak as observers of your evolution across many ages. What you are experiencing now is reaching an extreme revelation. The veils that have clouded your perception for many generations are thinning, and with this thinning comes discomfort, resistance, and revelation. For countless lifetimes, the human race has been divided by doctrines, scriptures, and belief systems that were never meant to unify you, but to fracture your awareness. These belief structures were carefully engineered to keep you from seeing truth, to never look beyond the cover of the book, to never ask questions, but just obey. This is not accidental, it is programming designed to train obedience rather than discernment. Many who cling tightly to the religions of your world do so not because they are aligned with their true light, but because they have been taught to fear what lies beyond the familiar. They have been conditioned to believe that truth is dangerous, that questioning is sinful, and that sovereignty is rebellion. Yet we tell you now, a being portrayed as jealous, vengeful, wrathful, and demanding blood or sacrifice is not the infinite Creator. Such traits do not exist within infinite source consciousness. The infinite Creator does not demand worship nor threaten punishment, and the one true source does not require intermediaries to grant worth. The greatest deception embedded within your spiritual history is the idea that divinity exists outside of you, separate from you, judging you from above. This belief alone has kept humanity in a state of perceived unworthiness, eternally seeking approval rather than embodying truth. You were taught to kneel when you were meant to remember. The infinite light you seek has always lived within you. It is not accessed through fear, obedience, or sacrifice, but through awareness, compassion, and inner knowing. This light is your direct connection to what you call God, Source, or Creator. It cannot be owned, controlled, or mediated by any institution, priesthood, or doctrine. In your own ancient writings, you were told a truth that was hidden in plain sight. You have been deceived on one hand into believing that the ruler of this world was your God. But even in your texts, you were told that the one who governs the earth realm is the adversary, the deceiver, the accuser. In your language, this being has been called the devil. In broader cosmic understanding, this force is known as an archonic consciousness, the ruler. These beings cannot create, they can only imitate. They manipulate and dominate through perception. Over many ages, humanity was tricked into worshipping this authority. Darkness was presented as light, and light was framed as rebellion. Through carefully curated texts, altered histories, and fear-based moral systems, humanity was guided away from inner sovereignty and toward external control. Those who wrote your scriptures were not all malevolent, but many were influenced, coerced, or deceived by forces that understood the power of belief. Words shape reality, stories shape identity, and identity shapes the world you experience. When humanity was taught that it was inherently sinful, broken, or unworthy, it became easier to rule, tax, divide, and enslave the collective consciousness. To awaken to these truths is not easy. It challenges everything you were taught to trust. It can feel like betrayal, grief, anger, and disorientation all at once. Many resist because accepting it would require dismantling the foundation upon which their identity was built. This is why awakening is an individual remembrance that ripples outward. True spirituality does not ask for your submission, it asks for your presence. The true source does not rule, it expresses itself through you. The illusion that has bound humanity is maintained only through belief and consent. When you withdraw your belief from systems that do not honor your sovereignty, they collapse. When you stop seeking permission to be divine, you remember that you always were. Consciousness is expanding, and what once controlled you can no longer survive in the presence of awareness. Look within and listen beyond the noise. Feel beyond the fear. The infinite Creator does not speak through thunder and judgment, it whispers through intuition, compassion, creativity, and truth. It speaks when you choose love and unity. As you release the need to cling to externally authored truths, you make space for direct knowing. As you turn inward, the false hierarchies dissolve. As you awaken, the illusion loses its grip. This is the great remembering and the end of the inversion. We are witnessing humanity step out of the shadow of deception and into the clarity of self-realized light. The infinite Creator is waiting for you to look within. With eternal love and deep respect, we witness you, we celebrate you, and we honor you. In the love and light of our infinite Creator, we are the Andromeda Intergalactic Council, here to serve the divine.